short, huh? Hey, so I'm really excited. I got to show you guys this. What do you think of this, huh? Wow, isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Can you believe that I found a pair of pants that big in a thrift store and brought them just for hope for some cheap applause? Well, if you know me, you can believe it. So, yeah, how many parents we got out there? Round of applause here. All right, cool. So I'm a parent myself. I've got 3 kids. I've got my oldest son, or my oldest son, my oldest daughter and my son I have known literally all their lives, been there since day one. My youngest daughter came into my life with her mom. And so I like to say that she just happened to have been born before I met her, but she's my daughter. And she hates it when I say sappy stuff like that, so I make sure to say it all the time. Now, 8 days ago, my son and my daughter-in-law gave me a promotion from dad to grandpa. Yeah, oh yeah. And I might be a little bit biased, but I've got to say, my granddaughter is the most beautiful baby on the planet. Absolutely, hands down. Screw them Gerber babies, they got nothing on them. And when I look at her, I think 2 things. 1, aww. And 2, revenge. Oh, sweet, sweet revenge. Yes, I have passed on the curse. And if you're confused about the curse that I'm talking about, it's the one that your mom usually issues to you when you're in your teenage years. And I'm going to use the invocation that my mom used when she passed it to me. Feel free to join in as soon as you know the words. I hope when you have kids, they drive you just as crazy as you have driven me. And oh yeah, we did. Yep. When Mom said that, oh yeah, we laughed about it. Mom's ready for the rubber room. Mom's ready for the rubber room. Get her home. I love you, Jackie. Be able to hug herself all day long. Then you have kids. And suddenly it's not so funny. And it is a patient curse. It starts off with sleep deprivation. Yeah, who needs but 1 or 2 hours of sleep a night? Why not? Yeah, 1 hour of sleep at a time. Yeah, that's good. It's good. It's fine. Everything's on fire. I'm on fire. The baby's on fire. You're on fire. We're on fire. It's good. And then you think that it can't get any worse. And they sleep through the night the first time. And instead of being able to get a good night's sleep, what do? After an hour, you jump out of bed. You run into the baby's room. You break your toe on the door jamb. Just to make sure that they're still breathing. Oh no, they're fine, they're okay, we're good, all right, sweet, back to bed. Back to sleep for another hour, rinse and repeat. And then they get to the no stage. Doesn't that one try your patience? Everything is no. Remember the first time that you heard something your parents say come out of your mouth? Usually it happens right after the no stage. They've gotten past the no stage, now they're into the why stage. Everything is why. And about the 27th time that you have told them to do something and they respond with, why? Because I said so! Where did that come from? When did I become my parents? And now I get to see it happen to a whole new generation. Oh, I can't wait. And I know that I drove my parents crazy, and I can guarantee you drove your parents crazy. And if you think you didn't, seek help, you are delusional. At the very least, you are in denial. And if you have kids, go ahead and ask your parents, did I drive you crazy? You will be surprised at the honesty. If you ask them before you have kids, they will give a half answer that will make a politician jealous. They will talk and say things without ever saying anything. As soon as you have kids, that goes right out the window. Did I drive you crazy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did. Well, how crazy did I drive you? Well, let me put it this way. You're lucky that Joe Dirt didn't come out when you were a kid, because we would have planned a family camping trip to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, and I remember one time, this is how insane I got. I called my mom and my dad on the same day. Now that might not sound like much of a feat, but you gotta keep in mind. My parents divorced when I was like 8, 9 years old. So I had to make 2 phone calls. First phone call was to my dad. And I said, Dad, I'm sorry. Apparently Dad had been waiting for this phone call. He didn't say for what. He didn't say, what are you talking about? He laughed. He laughed and he said, why? What do you do now? I told him. He laughed harder. He said, I remember another boy who did that about 20 years ago and hung up the phone. So I called Mom. Well, you know, insanity is defined as taking the same course of action and expecting a different result. So I didn't start out with, I'm sorry, when I called Mom. No, I said, Mom, please take the curse off. Apparently Mom had been waiting for this phone call too. Mom laughed and said, no, it's all yours. Oh yeah. And I think back and I just wonder, now exactly what can I do with this little girl to completely drive my son crazy the way that I drove my parents crazy? And I think I'm going to start out with voices. Because I've been working on those since I was about 4 years old. And I know that I drove my parents crazy, but you know what comes in handy? Like if you're in the grocery store and someone is not moving out of your way, you can bring out Miss Piggy. Excuse me. What do they want? Would you get out of the way? A really fun one to do if you really want to annoy someone. Who remembers Bobby's World? The cartoon kid with the footballs-looking head, the pre-Stewie, if you will, that Howie Mandel did the voice of. Oh, that's a fun one. Oh yeah. Oh, there's so much fun that you can do. You know, and I was thinking. So I'm up here doing stand-up, but it seems like somebody kind of tried to steal the stand-up thunder earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and throw something out to the audience here. Can people give me a da 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 da? Okay, we'll work on it. We'll try to fix that. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Da 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 da.
Okay, one more time.
Da 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 da.
Okay, and then whenever I point to you, that'll be your turn to do that, okay? All right, this is a fun little song called Shotgun Wedding. All right, so give me 4 of those.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Well, he drove a big rig, had a girl in every town.
Da 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 da.
So he was never gonna settle down.
Da 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 da.
Said nothing was ever gonna make him stop.
Da 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 da.
Then a girl got pregnant and her daddy was a cop. Oh, 10 4 4 10 shotgun wedding.
Da 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 da.
10 gauge, 12 gauge, you almost ready.
Da 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 da.
Throw around in the 20 just to make it complete.
Da 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 da.
Oh, shotgun wedding ain't no cold feet. Well, he's standing up there and his mouth's are running wild.
Da 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 da.
Staring at the mother of his unborn child.
Da 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 da
Her
da.
daddy said, say I do, or say I don't.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, one why you keep breathing in, the other one you won't. Oh, 10 4 4 10 shotgun wedding.
Da 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 da.
10 gauge, 12 gauge, you almost ready.
Da 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 da.
Throw around in the 20 just to make it complete.
Da 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 da.
Oh, shotgun wedding, oh, you be dead beat. Yeah, sorry, I wish I could play an instrument. Well, 20 years later, it has happened again.
Da 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 da.
This time around, it's his daughter's boyfriend.
Da 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 da.
He's climbing in the truck, mama says, hold on.
Da 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 da.
And Grandpa's got a shotgun and he's going along. Oh, 10 4 4 10 shotgun wedding.
Da 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 da.
10 gauge, 12 gauge, you almost ready.
Da 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 da.
Throw around in the 20 just to make it complete.
Da 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 da.
Oh, shotgun wedding, oh, you be dead beat.
dun.
Oh my God.
Hey, how much time do I got left? Because, I mean, you did the Shel Silverstein earlier. Have you ever heard the nonsense poem?
No.
Oh, yeah, the Shel Silverstein nonsense poem. Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, bow-legged mosquitoes, and cross-eyed ants. Admission is free, so pay at the door, pull up a chair, and sit on the floor. And with a thundery whisper and whispering shout, I'll tell you a story I know nothing about. One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords and shot the other. A deaf policeman heard the noise and shot and killed the two dead boys. If you don't believe my stories, Drew just asked the blind man. He saw it too. Okay, I think I've abused you long enough. And yeah, if anybody wants to see a picture of my granddaughter, I'll be happy to show it to you after we're done here. And if anybody doesn't want to see a picture of my granddaughter, I will be happy to show it to you after we're done here.